Hi, James from the 11 Plus Tutors again, nice to see you. Today I thought, as we're coming up towards the CSSE exam, I thought I'd focus on this and what I see or perceive as I always see shifts, I see drift in certain directions between certain years. And over the last year, 2 years, I want to point out a few things that I've noticed today in the way they're posing questions. I think the general shift is towards thinking skills rather than just crystallised knowledge in English. And I'll show you why. So in the comprehension, this is just me speculating. I mean, I've noticed before everything used to be written in 18 whatever, okay? It was a children's classic. By classic, I mean over 100 years old. But over the last year, I saw one of the papers which was written in the 70s, so that I would consider that a modern classic. Still challenging, that's the key thing. It's always going to be challenging. By challenging, I mean difficult ideas and concepts and vocabulary. I think the challenge is more in the ideas and concepts rather than just vocabulary. I think that's more important. This has always been the thing, using evidence from a text, but I mean, in the second sitting of the CSSE paper last year, I definitely saw much more of the, prove this by citing evidence from the text. So your child has to be fully aware about this. They've got to be able to back something up. I know this because it says. And in fact, last year's second paper, they actually broke that out to a separate question. The evidence is. They've got to write it in proper sentences. Okay, that's really important. Inference, I think, has grown as a factor. I think that inference questions have become a bigger part. Okay, we definitely noticed this. So this is the looking for the clues. Again, thinking skills, understanding rather than just spotting keywords in the text. This is something I noticed. I'm not sure if I've noticed it before last year, but putting something in your own words. So that's got high-level thinking skill. That's understanding something and then restating it in your own words. You're having to do a lot of processing as a child. Okay, so I can see where they've got that in there. Being able to put something in your own words, maybe paraphrase, but it's got to be in a decent sentence structure. This was something I've noticed more of in the second sitting last year. Figurative clues. What do I mean by that? I mean, where they've got to explain the concept behind a metaphor that an author's used, or explain why a simile is a good one. So a child has to have a thorough understanding of what figurative language is, i.e. metaphor, personification, simile, and be able to understand why that author has used it in that particular context, in that text. So these are the things I see. I see movements. I haven't got a crystal ball, but usually when a new direction is detected in the paper, it is normally something that they run with and they develop further. And I can see the logic behind them using these things in the paper. I understand, they're trying to filter out people with high-level thinking skills. I hope that's useful to you. I'll be back next week with more fun tips and gems for the 11 Plus. Goodbye.